Hey, what is up guys? Welcome back to another video, and today I'm actually going to be talking about how I track all my phone flipping kind of numbers. It really is important to always kind of keep track of all your numbers, especially when you have to file taxes during the year. And for me, I am going to be hiring an accountant here soon to be doing it for me, but for anybody in the beginning to moderate stage of phone flipping, I'm going to be walking you guys through my actual spreadsheet that I've literally used from day one in phone flipping, why I have the columns that I do. And if you guys are interested, I do have a link down below where you guys can like purchase this, either if you have like Excel or if you don't and you're on a Mac, the numbers version. So I have both the versions on there. You get both of them. It's like $9.97. I think it was like $10. I put it down there. So if you guys want to buy it, it'll definitely help you keep track of your phone flipping numbers. Again, it's super important to always have kind of a track record of everything you do, and it's always nice to be able to see what I make per month, what are my expenses looking like, and what my kind of margin is. A lot of people always ask, what are your margins, Kish? How much are you making off the sales, the profit? And this is exactly how I do it. So with that said, I'm gonna hop into my computer. So if you guys enjoyed today's video, definitely give it a thumbs up. If you aren't subbed to the channel yet, hit that subscription button down below. I'd really appreciate the support, guys. And with that said, let's get right into it. So as you guys can see here, I am now into my computer. I really like doing these kind of videos where I hop into my computer because it's a lot more interactive. You guys can actually see exactly what I'm looking at. But for here, let me see if I can I'm actually going to go through this a little bit better. So this is actually the spreadsheet that I have, and every single month I create a new spreadsheet. Now I have it all imported into QuickBooks and stuff like that, which is very easy with taxes, and because I have an official business doing this. But for anybody in the beginning that doesn't have that kind of program or anything like that, if you haven't and you're doing big numbers, I definitely recommend doing it. It implements very well with phone flipping, just kind of selling retail and stuff like that. But for now, if you're in the beginning stages and just trying to see how much money you're making, because yeah, you could track it here and there, but you want to have a track record, seeing what you're kind of paying, because if you look on it on a broad scale, seeing kind of how much you're paying in fees over the month, how much you're making over the month, how much sales you're getting over the month, that's where you can kind of set your goals and kind of shoot for higher ones, and you're holding yourself accountable for that. And then you can also see, looking back on how much those expenses are, you can see where you can cut down, what part of your phone flipping kind of expenses are really digging into your profit. So here we have the spreadsheet, and one cool thing about why I'm giving it to you guys, again, it's only like $10 or something like that. It's the first link down below. But once you have access to this, it literally it has everything programmed in it. So there's a couple codes in there that I have put that basically help you track all your money. So in here, first column, we have brand. So I'm going to kind of fill out an example one for you guys, but most of them are going to have Apple. And this is nice too, because I know a lot of you do Androids, and you could do like other Apple products other than iPhones. This is really relevant for anybody that's trying to just sell anything. It doesn't even have to be phones or anything like that. But for this one, it is apply a little bit more to just phones in general. But I put like iPads on there, Apple Watches, Androids. I put it all on here. So this is like an Android phone. I put Android model. Let's just do an iPhone X. Storage would be how much gigabytes it is, so let's say 64 gigabyte. Color, I could put space gray. Carrier would be, let's say, Verizon. So let's say, Verizon phones are unlocked, or most of them are, so if it is unlocked, I'll put yes. Defects and details, so this is where I'll put like grade, so I could put like grade A, and then I could put like comes with box plus accessories. And a lot of the times, like I will go back and reference these spreadsheets to be able to just kind of remember, like if I ever had like an eBay return or somebody is not happy with the phone, I could go back, see based on the defects. That's usually where I differentiate the type of phones that I buy, because everyone's a little bit different. I know some of them are just going to be your iPhone 8 Pluses, maybe unlocked, and you might have 5 of those a month. But generally, you can kind of see and go back to which phones you kind of want to see. And if somebody wants to return, you can go back to this, take out the profits, and kind of put that in here. But that's where I put my grade A with defects, details. If it's like iCloud locked, I put it there, financed, and stuff like that. I don't put the IMEI there. I'll get to that later. But now we're at the paid section. So paid, let's say I paid $400. I could sell for $600. PayPal fee, it's like 2.5 or 3 percent, I can just kind of calculate that. And like I usually use my calculator for that, or I'll just take it and subtract it looking on my PayPal. But you could, if you wanted, you could program that in there as well. I currently don't have it. I know I probably should do that. But PayPal fee, let's say 1436 was 46 was the example. eBay fee is usually 10%, so 600 would be $60. Miscellaneous expenses. This is really where I usually will put. If I'm paying for shipping, it'll be there. If I put like marketing costs, I'll put it there because like I run Facebook ads, so I'll kind of see what it average cost to be able to get that person to me based on cost per click. So I might put that there, and I'll just add up those expenses. You could put multiple in there, but let's say shipping, paid $375. So as you guys can see here, this is basically all coded, where this automatically will tell you the profits based on what you sold, paid, minus all the fees and everything like that. And this is very crucial too when I have trying to figure out when I bought things and how many phones I bought during the month. Date bought, date sold are very important. So like for now it's 10/22, so let's say maybe I bought on 10/20. This will auto populate to the year 10/22, and then let's say I shipped it on eBay, I could do date shipped. This is also important if you ever come across eBay scams and stuff like that. You always want to have date shipped, and this is honestly a really cool thing I added in there a couple months ago, but I don't know why I didn't earlier. Tracking number is super important. You always want to have a track record of that phone. That's probably the most important column in this entire spreadsheet. Just having that tracking number in there, just so you can always reference things if you ever need to go back to it. So the feedback left column is super important for people that are using eBay and Mercari specifically. If you're selling locally, you can also do that if you want to get reviews on OfferUp, Facebook Marketplace, you know the deal. That's always nice. I usually just put like a yes or a no. It's as simple as that. And then, I mean, it's not really any calculations you calculate that with that, but over the end of the month, I can kind of see if I want to go back and ask for somebody to give me a review on eBay that hasn't left one. I can just go reference that, go back to the phone, and shoot them a message saying, can you leave a review? And then IMEI, again, super important. Just having a track record of all the phones you have, and if anything ever comes up with the phone, let's say you bought one, then it gets blacklisted, you can even put like an IMEI report in there, like a GSX report. You can just put pictures in there, just insert a picture into that column. Might make it look a little bit weird, but that's another option I've seen, or I have done in the past, just so I just have a track record of the IMEI. And then notes, it's the final section, just anything that I left out. If there's any extra pieces of information that I have that I think I might need to remember about that phone or just device in general, I'll put it in the notes section. So again, that's pretty much what I do to track my spreadsheets. And if you guys are starting to do big numbers, definitely implement it into programs like QuickBooks, where you can easily file taxes and stuff like that. Have all those expenses kind of all in one place, because for now, well, in the past, what I did is I would just have phone monthly sales, and then I just put like the month at the end of it. So I'd always have this spreadsheet, and then every new month I'd make a blank one and then just put the month at the end of it. So if you guys want to do that, I definitely recommend it. This is super important if you guys aren't doing this, to be able to tell your numbers. This isn't obviously the most like online kind of version of it, but it's always nice to just have that to know and to see where you're kind of at in the month. And just having the ability to track your numbers is, again, super important, just so you can kind of scale yourself. If you're not tracking your numbers and your margins and your expenses, then how are you going to know what you have to set a standard for? And I, in the past, would use these kind of spreadsheets just to know how much I'm making this month and what I need to do to be able to make an extra $1,000 or $500 or $5,000 a month based on that previous month. So with that said, if you guys are interested in that, again, it is that first link down below. It's called the phone flipping spreadsheet, I believe. It's like $10. Go get it. I guarantee it'll be helpful for your phone flipping game, being able to track all your numbers. So with that said, if you guys enjoyed today's video, definitely give it a thumbs up. And if you're not subbed to the channel, hit that subscription button down below. I'd really appreciate the support. And if you made it to this far in the video, you guys mean the world to me. And with that said, I'll catch you tomorrow in the next video.